On behalf of Pyramid Valley International, Soul Trance Meditation Studio, and the Buddha Seva Foundation that's being formed for our 6-week program. The main purpose of this program is to make meditation a habit in our life. And the research is that different researchers, but anyway between 6 to 10 weeks, if you practice something, then it can become a habit. Something that we will not leave. And so that's why we've taken up this for 40 days. Wonderful to see many of, or all of us, to be part of this every day at 6 a.m. India time. That means commitment. That means so much determination. So it really, really feels great. Because at the end of the day, when we are learning meditation, then we are exploring ourselves, understanding ourselves in all aspects. Who am I? That's the answer that eventually we'll understand. While our initial goal may be to gain that health benefit, make sure that I can get sleep well every day. Everything is part of the whole thing. The initial goal, why some may have joined or joined, could be just that. How do I sleep well? How do I regulate my food habits? How do I get better at health? For many people, it is that. How do I succeed in my business or at my workplace? How can I ensure I'm in job all the time? How do I get over my fears? How can I build a beautiful relationship? So they're all there. They all can be the initial goal. But at the end of the day, as we walk the path, we recognize that meditation is helping us give all the answers of what is my real purpose, who am I? That's why I latched onto this long ago when I learned this technique, which we are following, the simple breath mindfulness meditation, or Anapanasati, that Brahmarshi Patriji has been teaching to millions of people, founder of Pyramid Spiritual Societies movement. Great master with extensive amount of knowledge, and makes it so simple. So welcome again for this program. We're just finishing our second week. What we call our week starts Tuesday, where we move into a different topic, typically. So starting Tuesday is about manifestation, power of thought and manifestation. So far, we understood how meditation is helping increase our physical health and how it's increasing the mind power so that we can generally be successful in our daily life and living. Now, it doesn't matter when you joined. Every day can be a fresh day with meditation. So we can start now, and then those of you can roll over to join the next program, which will be again back to back following after this, or can always access the past recordings and then listen back to some of those things that we have discussed during this program. Regularity in meditation. We sent a newsletter last night, Regularity in Meditation. Torkom Saradarian is a great author. He has written over 150 books. Very, very highly talented master of many things. This is one point that he brought up very beautifully. Regularity in meditation. What happens while so far I've been talking about meditation is giving this and that, but I think it's summed up again understanding that in a slightly different way. If you don't regularly meditate and you do it for 2 days and then stop, do it for 2 days again, stop. So through meditation, one, we are disciplining our body. So we are all able to get up in time, come here. The body muscles, our digestive system starts working so well. So it's a discipline. So even for the body, it is working so well. In time, it's able to give you signals to wake up. Many people wake up without alarms because there's something called biological clock alarm, right? Many meditators put that. So body works. So you intend yourself that I'm waking up at 4, you wake up at 4. You can experiment, but it'll happen. So there is a disciplining in the body that's regularly happening. Then there are, with regularly as we meditate, the limiting factors in our life are going away. Illusions that what we own is the thing, impermanence, permanence, what we own, illusions, glamour, that I have to be in a certain way, we have to be a certain way, fanatism, my company is great, my community is great, habits, and of course, beliefs. These are all limiting factors which are limiting our potential. So, meditation is slowly getting rid of all of them. When we practice and when we go through and understand some of this wisdom. And with meditation, we are generally coming into a beautiful visions. We start we start appreciating the beauties, we start appreciating what it means to be helping others. So we start appreciating to be in harmony. So it's called, we start getting those visions and then ideas. So when you go back to the first part, when you stop meditating, you're disciplining the body. Now all those limiting factors, that part comes back. It's called limiting factors. Then the body again goes back into the old states. It takes some time to again bring it back into that state. Because you're meditating 3 days, 4 days, and then you stop. Again, after 5 days, again you start meditating. So when we don't have the regularity, then whatever the disciplining we're doing, we lose that and then come back. It's like, learning a skill, driving. You learn for 2, 3 weeks before you even mastered it, you leave it and then come back. You got to start from the beginning, right? Some skills are like that, you got to start over, all over. So we lose that discipline of the body. Whatever limiting factors we're able to push away, some of those old beliefs, we get over this being glamorous, to be accepted, we get over that feeling. External glamour. But then it comes back again. So third thing in meditation, we're generally going into higher states of ideas. We continuously have those. I'm sure you would have to agree with me, in the last 10 or 15 days, our perception for many is changing. The way that we think and say, oh, okay, so there is more than what I'm thinking. Why do I carry this difference with the other person? Okay, I can heal myself. So all of these good things that we carry, some of those higher visions and purpose that we carry, is happening through meditation. But when we miss out, so those beautiful ideas and visions that you carry throughout the day, when you're regularly meditating, slowly again fades away when you stop. Then again you have to work on building them back again. Now there's a fourth thing that happens. Now when we are into these higher visions and we carry ourselves with higher visions and truths, then the creative forces, that means that field is now looking at it and saying, because the field are the angels, we're stepping a little bit outside the science aspect of it, but then what do we call the angels, the powers be, that infinite field is interested when you are more interested, when you're looking at higher truths and visions that you are generally are aware, that is more interested. And it is willing to come and work with us. Our dreams get clearer. We get more synchronicities. We get more coincidences. Our intuition starts becoming much more stronger as you are going into the higher visions and truths. So we have these creative forces. When we say, I have my master, some voice is speaking to me, all of those start coming to us. Because they want to assist, they want to see that we become one again. We understand at least that one again. So the creative forces come in slowly, and we all will understand. I'm sure some people are already probably seeing it, but they come in contact with us. As simple as having clear dreams every day. But the moment you disappear, when you take the meditation out, then as our thoughts fade away, higher thoughts fade away, visions and things fade away, then the creative force also step back and said, okay, the step back. So our dreams become muddy again. We stop receiving perhaps those insights, synchronicity as you were receiving before. So regularity in meditation is so essential. It's got to become like the food we eat, right? It's got to become greater than the food we eat. When we fully understand that we can fill up a body with that energy because we are that energy, and meditation is filling ourselves with so much energy. That's why many people in Himalayas, or many of them we know, and being in India, I mean, we know that so many people are able to live with or without food for a long, long time. So I'm sure we were taking it up, and then we're going to have it. We're going to have this in our life. Just like, food for the body, meditation is food for our energy body. The Indian terms of soul. Our Vedic terms of soul is the food for the soul. Food for physical body is regular food. Food for mind is peace of mind, we call. We get it through art, music, dance. Food for intellect is got to constantly expand, discerning right and wrong. We got to read a lot of books, listen. We got to interact like this. Then our intellect expands. With that ability to understand discerning right and wrong. Food for our energy body, the soul, is meditation. And food for everybody, all that is service. We got to serve. Only when we serve, we understand, we can appreciate the beauty in other people. We can understand the vanities that are there inside us, like my ego, my weakness about beauty and the glamour and this and that. All that we understand when we actually start serving others. So those are the 5 foods. And meditation, when we take care of this, yourself, ourself, then all these 5 will automatically come. So friends, it is that meditation that we are practicing every day. Shall we go into it again? Go deeper into ourselves. Meditation means emptying our mind and intellect. We want to rest for some time. Our body, mind, intellect, our energy body, and then all that is, which is that greater intelligence. Our version of energy, body, intelligence, and then the whole intelligence, Purnatma, Amshatma. Now, in meditation, we want to rest the mind and intellect. When we rest the mind and intellect, which are mostly dealing with this life, this reality, this physical reality, when we rest them, that means we take out all the thoughts, because everything is a thought, and then we take all the thoughts out. Then we become what we truly are, and according to quantum physics, we are that total energy, 99.99% energy. So dear friends, for those of you new, we are practicing breath mindfulness meditation. Means we are mindful of our breath, and when we are mindful of our normal natural breath, our mind slowly becomes empty. All our thoughts come down, mind becomes empty. Then as mind is becoming empty, we find that emptiness everywhere, because that's the emptiness that we are. So we recognize that emptiness, then we start feeling energy, because everything is energy. So many people will experience many things as they are drawing their energy into their bodies, they are merging with their energy field. So this is a way, and when we become that energy field, then we are discovering ourselves in a greater way. We start experiencing something beyond the body. So we discover ourselves that we are much more larger than the body in one aspect of it. Another side, meditation is reducing that 95% negative and redundant thoughts that are there in the mind. And as we reduce all of them, then it has this beautiful effect of increasing the health and increasing our awareness, so that our relationship get better. All of those are the capabilities. So relax yourself, and the technique for meditation is sitting in a comfortable posture, closing your eyes, one, crossing your fingers into fingers like this, and then rest your hands comfortably in your lap. Anyway, any position is fine. There's no order. Anyway, what is comfortable to you? And then also cross your legs at your ankle, your feet at your ankle. You cross them in a chair. On the floor, you can sit too in a comfortable cross-leg position, all the way leading to Padmasana, whichever is comfortable. Comfortable is important. Padmasana is not important. Spine erect is not important. Comfort is important. But you can do that, fine. You can't do, but you want to take back support, please do it. Like I do all the time, I take back support. And with that position, we close our eyes and we observe our normal natural breath. That's the breath mindfulness meditation. And before meditation, dear friends, we are doing an elevation of our heart. You learn it as we go along. But the essence of that is we keep our hand out of chest area. And the essence that is, as you observe the breath, you also observe your heart during the initial 5 minutes and fill up our heart with an heightened emotion of love, gratitude, compassion. Any of those, we fill it up. We want to feel good about ourselves. These higher emotions when you have, then automatically helps the brain to go into a empty state pretty quickly. So there is a research being done. So that's why we do heart elevation process. So I'll be playing music throughout the meditation and also be guiding along the way. And your job is consistently to be the heart elevation, listen to me and then follow my guidance as much. But if you already those are regularly meditating, you have your own process of heart elevation. You like a different emotion than what I call out, just be with it, right? It doesn't have to be what I call out. And so in heart elevation, follow me. In breath mindfulness meditation, my guidance is there, but you want to be observing your breath, and then slowly as the breath is becoming lighter, empty, lighter, then you will forget that you're breathing in. You forget that you're observing the breath, then you go into a thoughtless, empty state. So at that point, my guidance would not matter and is not required also. So instead, you want to be in that empty state continuously. But anytime you have thoughts, and which will be the case for many, many people, and that is a common phenomena, just come back and observe the breath again. Then you go into an emptiness a little bit. It's great to be meditating with many senior meditators and masters. Thank you for coming back and joining and to enrich this session, to increase the energy of the session. It's beautiful always. In every session, we are enriching ourselves, and then certainly it is automatically helping others. So we have a few minutes. You can do any sharing today. Anybody would like to share your experience, you could raise your hand. And Binodji, if you'd like to share something, it'll be good.
Yes.
How has it been, journey been in the last 8 days? Last 12 days, I think, right? Yeah.
It has been very rewarding, at the same time challenging, in the sense that right in the beginning, first few days, the results were consistent and visible. But after a few days, 3-4 days, there has been wavering in terms of emptying the mind, emptying the thoughts. But I'm at least able to get back to the observing the breath with your guidance, and also the other sessions that I've been able to attend, not all of them, but some of them. So it's a matter of practice, as it has been emphasized again and again, that you have to be at it all the time and reflect after the sessions are over. Whenever you get time, then you need to reflect on the practice and on the results. The results will not be linear, in the sense that sometimes you will feel that your body is more relaxed, your mind is more relaxed, and your thoughts are more streamlined. You are better able to listen to others, pay more attention. So all those things, it's kind of holistic development. And the diversity of the program in terms of bringing in the leaders, sharing their thoughts, and also in terms of breakout groups, breakout rooms, where we can share, exchange one-to-one basis. I think all of this are contributing to the overall process, the system that has been delivered. And today, uh, when you say gratefulness, we have to be, and also the song, being grateful to your parents and to your teachers. Today, for the first time, I thought that I'm grateful to you. You are also my teacher. I have also myself been a teacher for more than 4 decades. I've just retired from Jawaharlal Nehru University, and it gives me time to go back to my, engagement. I have been terribly busy at that time, uh, always surrounded by students 24/7. And then when now I'm looking back, I find I'm still connected with some of my students. My students are still trying to complete their PhDs. But it is not the same thing as being in the environment where I used to be in the campus. Now I've shifted out. So this is a great transition. And I find that your communication came to me like a godsend. I was looking for it, but I was not making an effort to have an access to meditation. But this is something very unique to have group meditation. And that's why I find that without pushing myself, by nature, I'm a lazy person. And I think all thinkers are lazy people. But I find that I have been able to consistently continue to remain in this group without even having a thought that, okay, let me take a break today. Let me, So that I think is a great thing, which this group has been able to deliver.
Thank you, sir. That's great. I'm glad that it's of value to you, and it's always an honor and pleasure to have people like you part of this program and enrich all of us. Thank you. I look
And I'm
forward
sharing
to.
this. I'm sharing this with my family. Both my daughters are in the U.S. I have a granddaughter also, which is just 2.5. And today only they sent me a video, and it was a funny video. They said the child was, expressing some kind of uh, anger, and they were trying to make fun of it. That, are you angry? So I said, 2.5-year-old child, I just wrote a WhatsApp message saying, try meditation. You will be able to control your anger.
Wow. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Good morning, Chandraji, and good morning to all masters. Sir, I've been doing this yoga actually almost all 20 years, but I never had actually such a great experience of going into the deep meditation. Though as part of yoga, we keep doing sometime, but always I used to feel that I'm not a person for the meditation because of the constant thoughts which keep coming and disturbing. But for a surprise, for the last 10 days, while doing meditation, I'm really feeling so energetic, and I feel that the thoughts are going down the day by day actually. And it was the whole process, the way you are following is so wonderful, and it's really helping me a lot from a physical health point of view and also mental health point of view. And sir, I have one question is that when you say that when you start observing the energy inside you and outside your room and outside this within the universe, okay, at that time should we start concentrating and continue to concentrate on the breath, or we should actually focus ourselves to the energy in the body, or the beyond the body, to focus then and come back to the breath later on?
Okay. So if you are in the body, you need to go back to breath. At that point, When I say observe that emptiness, become aware of the emptiness, awareness is outside the body. I won't say sense the emptiness or feel, but awareness is outside the body. So when you are aware as a thought that there isn't anything around you in your room, you're not becoming aware of that wall, the furniture, the people, the things around. So yeah, with your eyes closed, when you are trying to become aware and say, what is around me? And then if you don't find anything and you only find some kind of a blackness, darkness, then you are in the right state of emptiness, and then you can extend that state by just being there. You don't have to go back because you're already in that state. You don't have to go back to the breath. But if at that point you feel that you're feeling the wall, I mean, you are actually know that, okay, there is a wall here, there is people here, my phone is here and all that, then yes, then you go back to your breath.
Okay.
One is thought in the mind, another is thought outside as an awareness. Both are different. The thought outside is awareness where you don't find anything around you. When you put your awareness on it, like I say, can you put your awareness on your nose right now with your eyes closed? You will say yes. But in meditation, in thoughtless state, you will not find that there. Instead, you'll find it's all empty or energy or blackness. Okay?
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Yes. Thank you.
Good morning to everybody.
Yes, sir. Good morning. Susie, can you have the next one unmuted, please? Yes.
Sure.
Sir, can you speak?
Sorry.
We are able to hear you. Yeah, please go ahead.
I am T.S. Rao. I worked in ONGC for 35 years and I retired 4 years back. The meditation sessions, last time I could able to attend only for 10 to 15 days, but this time I am regular. And the experience is really worth doing, and I suggested to my relatives also, and some of them they are doing. And the main benefit is that, as earlier, there is urgency for each and every job to do. And before completing itself, we were thinking for the next job. But in this case, after doing this meditation, we don't feel that such sort of urgency. And being a sugar and BP patient, I am got even the pressure levels also less. And I thank you profoundly that Chandra sir and all the masters. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Rao sir, to share that experience. It's great. Well, you said it nicely. There's always an urgency and rush that we want to go and then do the next thing, because we feel we're going to miss out on something. And yes, meditation is making us a little balanced and then step back. Enjoy whatever you're doing. So that's great. I'm glad that it's helping in your health. Thank you. Premji, you are, I think you're raising your hand. Yes.
Yes. Good morning, Master Chandra. I would just like to add with my experience of so many.
And I'd like Karthikeyanji to add his closing comments. Karthikeyan sir?
Beautiful sharing in few days' time what I've gone through. And as you earlier said, meditation is food for soul. We find that meditation is food for everything, from the sharing of the masters earlier. It helps your physical health, mental health, and, calmness, peaceful. Because if it is food for soul, well, it's food for everything else also. After all, if the soul is peaceful and quiet, it has an impact on the entire system. And also we experience the relationships, everything. To recall the mantra of Lawrence yesterday, any number of times, the mantra is practice, practice, practice. If you keep practicing, to that extent you get the benefit. You listen to the teachers word by word, instead of rushing into it. and observe it. As long as it's there, then you become practice. Great. Thank you very much. All the best.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, Karthikeyan sir.